Hey everyone, my name is Mitch Dyer. Welcome to IGN Arena episode, I think it's 21. Miranda Sanchez, you said it's 21. I'm putting all my faith in you. Welcome.
Hi, yeah, I was on episode 20. It's my first episode.
Awesome. Welcome back. Please get closer to your mic. I worry. Kyle O'Connor, welcome back as well.
Hello.
Brian Albert, you're also back. Happy
What's
New Year.
up, everybody?
Okay, there's a little bit of a sustain there. All right, I'm into it. Sean Finnegan, welcome back.
Thanks for having me.
Your presence inevitably means that we're going to talk about Counter-Strike, which is good because I think people are tired of us talking about Dota, which we're also going to talk about.
Fact, Counter-Strike is good.
Okay, yeah, that is a fact.
We can agree with that.
I think I reviewed that game once upon a time.
What?
I think I reviewed Counter-Strike Go.
Were you freelancing?
No, I was an employee
Definitely
when that
did
game.
do it. I remember sending you an email being like, "This is a really well-written review. Thanks, Mitch." And you were like, "I should not have reviewed this game."
They said, "Hey, can you review Counter-Strike Go?" And I was like, "I mean, I've played Counter-Strike. I'm bad at Counter-Strike." And they're like, "Good enough. Have fun."
That's sort of what happened with me in Warframe. Like, Eric Sapp in Office is like Warframe
Yeah.
guru. And I'm like, I don't know as much as that guy does, but okay. Yeah, I got this. I'll figure it out.
Yeah. It went fine. The review is okay. I'm pretty okay.
It's up on the site.
Yeah, you can read it now. Also, can we talk about the fact that game is still like an Xbox game for some reason? Like, does anybody play Counter-Strike on Xbox?
Warframe? Oh.
No.
I was like,
No.
what is
Come on. Yeah, Counter-Strike Go came out for
Counter-Strike
Xbox.
Go is on consoles. In fact, if you talk to Alfredo, he played it mostly on console.
Why?
I don't know. It's just I can't
He's
imagine
afraid of
having to do
keyboards.
I've always
and
thought
mice.
of it as a PC thing. It's always
Counter-Strike is
remembered.
definitely a
It's a
PC.
PC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you can play it on console. People
It is
do.
certainly playable. It's like, I remember when Valve revealed the Steam controller. The big thing was like, oh, you can play it like it's got the two thumb things, so it's like good for shooters. People are like, yo, can you play Dota with this? And they're like, I mean, you can play, but you can't really win. And I really like, I still accept that as a challenge. And if Steam machines ever come out in an alternate universe where they still exist, I really want to play a 10-man game of
I'm
Dota
not
with
playing with
controllers. Don't be a baby.
Does not happen.
Don't
Let's
be
do
a
it.
baby, Brian.
Death Ball Mid 5. Let's go.
So Happy New Year. Welcome back, everybody. I'm really glad to have you.
It's 2015.
Yeah, which means that we are obligated to do 52 shows, which I'm really excited about. Hopefully we hit that mark. We missed a few weeks because we happen to be busy. You're actually going to be out around the time this episode goes live.
I'm leaving. I'm going to
Why?
Atlanta, Georgia, because I'm going to see the Smite World Championships.
Ooh la la.
Ooh la la.
jelly.
You gonna play that game?
I'm going to play that video game.
Okay, on Xbox One.
Yes.
I'm gonna play the heck out of
Xbox
it.
Okay.
One. And they're going to show it off there, and we get to write about it. We're going to have some video on the site, some previews. It's going to be great.
Okay. So we've talked about this like a little bit, but I wonder, like, I don't know, maybe this is a topic better reserved for next week when you play it, but like, do we think that Smite is going to be is this year going to be Smite's year?
I'd probably like to talk about that next week.
Okay.
more
We'll
so.
revisit that
Yeah.
because I think
I'm gonna
that's
say yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
All
I
right.
wanna throw that in.
Kyle's decided. I mean,
Wow.
we talked about it a little bit in as much as we are excited about it and we think it could be good on Xbox, but it remains to be seen whether or not it's actually going to get the attention that they want it to.
I think it's gonna do like crazy well on the Xbox.
I hope so.
I feel like the controls are gonna translate really well to a controller, and the fact that Xbox One has well, I know PS4 has it as well, but you can just stream instantly, and that's gonna go really well. And considering
Yes.
MOBAs are really heavily streamed, and I think it's gonna be good. I'm gonna play that
Okay.
crap out of it.
Okay.
We might actually.
Hmm?
Oh, go
Play
ahead.
together.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah.
down.
An IGN freelancer, Brandon Tyrell,
Yes.
has played like 3,500 games.
It's ridiculous.
So
Wow.
I don't
think
have
that-
him
that-
on as a special guest for an episode.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're trying to bring him in after he and Brian play a bunch of it. We're going to see how that goes. We're going to come back and talk about a different MOBA for the first time in a long time. This year, we're also going to get better at
Welcome,
like
everyone.
playing more. I really want to get us playing more stuff like Gigantic and Dead Island, stupid Zomba game.
There's not much
and-
about Gigantic out there yet, is there?
Not really.
Okay.
Adventure Time Battle Party.
That's a real game. Crispy will play that game with us.
Do it. Let's do it.
'Kay.
Come on.
I mean, we gotta talk about more games, Brian.
Yeah, it's
That's
a
true.
MOBA. Just do it. It's
Three
fine.
More
Three
MOBAs
players.
than
Sorry,
League
you were
and-
gonna
MOBAs.
you were gonna say something.
I just wanted to say that this Smite World Championship has a $2.5 million prize pool.
That's
Where did that
impressive.
come
What?
from?
That
Where
is-
did that come from?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So, two questions.
Like, this is like only the
Yes.
second time I've heard of the game Smite. The first time being on this podcast a couple weeks ago or
Yeah.
months ago.
The second time, welcome back to the
$2.5
podcast.
million prize pool. Is
Yeah.
that like a community funded thing, like the Dota championship?
I don't think it is because I don't think that prize pool can grow. Like
Who
they
is
don't
giving
have.
Well-
this amount of money?
Is it making money? Did it make that much money last year?
I don't
we
know.
know.
That's what I'm
embarrassingly
confused
well.
about, 'cause
Investigate.
I am-
You're
so-
gonna see them. Find out.
So that's what I have a really crappy late flight like that leaves at midnight.
Oh.
Great.
To Atlanta. So basically after work, it's just like play Smite and read about this tournament for 6 hours and go to the airport. But the prize pool has like it's like 2,500,634. So like I feel like it's growing somehow because that number is dumb, right?
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't understand.
Next week is the Smite cast.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a really fun game. I played it a bunch of times, and it upsets me that I couldn't devote more time to it. Because I'm like, I'm at my computer, but I want to be playing.
Yeah, I mean, we
League."
dabbled. We did an episode. We had a guest, and I thought it was fine. Smite was okay. It didn't wow me in any way, but I'm excited more that game's coming to consoles, and we should play some this weekend
Yep. let's
while
do it.
Brian is AFK.
Yay! All right,
Yeah.
Smite.
All right.
Yay,
coming up.
FK.
So let's get to our topics.
liked it.
Let's get to our topics. Topic number 1 for everybody here. I just published an article on IGN.com where many of you two are in it, or you will be when I update it because I forgot.
It's the worst.
So I asked a bunch of our regular Dota crew, like, what are your 2015 New Year's resolutions for Dota 2? Like, do you want to get better? Do you want to be nicer? Do you want to be happier? Like, what are you going to do this year? No, you don't want to do any of those things. No. Play less. Don't play Dota anymore. Be miserable. I asked everyone what their New Year's resolution was, and I want to apply that to everyone here so you guys go over yours, and then we can talk about, generally, like, the games that you play the most. What is your New Year's resolution in those games? Kyle.
Mine. Oh man, my New Year's resolution for League is gonna have to obviously I'd like to have the game make me less angry because the game makes me really really angry.
You told me a
We're also
rage
gonna
moment
talk-
you had.
Yeah, I had a really bad rage moment. It was embarrassing.
I kind of want to save that because next week, one of the topics I have written down is like how to play these games that make us angry and be happier.
Yeah,
Bank that. Let's return to
Okay.
that next week.
Yeah, because
But
you've been
I'll
talking
just-
to me about that too recently.
I'll just
Yeah.
preface it with that I was really angry. Like I had to get up and go do something else.
Man.
Yeah.
Have you destroyed a mouse or keyboard?
Oh yeah.
No.
I've broken keyboards and not with League, but with World of Warcraft arenas. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Wow. That's
Arenas.
my wow joke.
If anyone's played arenas, like can be some of the most frustrating things in the world.
Huh.
I've broken one controller in my life. God of War spinning blades.
Oh yeah.
God of War 2?
Yeah.
Mine would have been
I thought it was the first one. Maybe not.
They're in both
the
of
Rock
those
Show in Amplitude on PS2. The Blink-182 song. Did anyone play that? You guys never played
That is a
Amplitude?
hyper. Yeah, I have. It's
Amplitude
I just
is-
did not expect this example in
That
any
is-
way.
That's
That's where I
the
come
only
from, too.
controller I've ever broken in my life. I was so angry I hurled it across the room and it shattered into like a million pieces. I got to 98% on that song twice and then failed.
Oh.
Which
Well,
is like
Travis Barker survived a
basically-
plane crash, so y'all both got
There
problems.
you go, yeah.
Oh,
Didn't
man.
he survive 2 plane crashes?
That
I don't
doesn't sound
know.
real.
I know. It didn't sound real when he survived that first one.
So as far as we know, he's immortal.
Yes.
Let's reel this back in.
Okay,
yeah,
So you want to be
resolution.
nice to people.
No. I want to
No,
say
you
that
want-
would be my.
You want to be
main
nicer
one.
to yourself.
Yeah, I want to get better at my solo carry abilities.
Okay.
And I think that has to do with the fact that I like playing support, so I'm gonna have to try and learn or get better at playing an aggressive support that can really carry.
I'm the same way. Like I play mostly support. Like when we started doing the recreational stuff, we needed a hard support player to, someone to buy wards and do all the support things. So I did that, and that's kind of become my role naturally. And I like it a lot. I love doing
Yeah.
it, but I really do want to start branching out. It's created really bad habits in me when I do try to carry. Like I played Sven the other night, and I played an Outworld Devourer, and I was buying wards. I'm like, what am I doing? That's not how this works.
But the worst thing is when you're not support and you have like someone who's new to playing support and they don't know where to put the wards, and then a little bit inside you dies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's
the
just.
worst.
same
But I
with-
know that was me at once upon a
Yeah,
time.
yeah, once upon a time, but now it's not.
Isn't that the problem with solo playing? Is like
Yeah.
if you play carry, you lose because your supports are bad, and then you're like, well, I'm gonna play support, and then you support the hell out of the team, but your carries are bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't get last
You
hits.
can't win.
Basically, everyone's bad but you.
You
Anytime
need
I-
to 5Q or else you're not gonna win.
That's how I play Dota.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just won't. If we have 4, you're like, I'm out. Like
Yep.
you will not join us
I will
anymore.
not.
You will not play with randoms.
Nope.
And this is
Damn
not like
pugs.
this is not like a resolution or anything, but like I do want to generally start playing more ranked solo stuff. Even though I hate it, I have a bad time every time. But like I want to brute force that until I have fun, like I did with the rest of Dota.
Great.
So
Actually, that's what you do.
yeah, you
That's
just
how you learn a
Yeah.
MOBA, yeah.
so hopefully that's in my future. We'll
I
see.
had some good luck with solo rank queuing over the break. Like I got 2 really good games. My teams were really nice, super supportive. Like I played support, of course, but we won. So
All right,
start off good for me.
bodes well.
Your resolution is not in the article because Mitch is awful.
I goofed it.
What's your
It's
resolution?
okay. So my resolution is to stop playing support.
Wow, just
Plus-
done. You're done.
Why?
Yeah, I don't want to play support. So I feel like I'm sorry.
In League and
I'm
Dota?
sorry. Just this This is just for Dota.
Oh, okay.
League, I have a different resolution. But for
Okay.
Dota particularly, I want to stop playing support because
You gotta get
Sean
like,
is
right up
adjusting
on
her
it.
Sorry.
friend's mic. It's
I
great.
have to make out. Okay.
Make out with the mic.
Yeah, best friend.
Best friends.
Ugh.
But I want to stop playing support because that's all I do, and I kind of fall in that role a lot. I play like the same few supports because they're super great with our
Dazzle,
lineups
Jakiro,
always.
Your
Jakiro-
Old Faithfuls.
Jakiro fits with anything.
Yeah.
So I've gotten really good at them, but I want to play something new. And my friend Sean has been saying, Marita, stop it.
That one
That
right
guy
there.
right here.
His friend Sean right here.
Different Sean, but it's okay.
I don't play Dota.
Let's change that.
I played a lot of. I've told these guys before. I played a lot of the original Dota, and then when, like, basically I played a lot of Heroes of Newerth after that when there was no Dota 2, and then I played a little bit of Dota 2, and it was just too different and too just I don't know.
Oh, it's
very-
way different now.
Yeah.
They've like
Well, that's
changed
the
the
thing
map
is, it's
and the ward
gone.
locations.
I have a bunch of
and-
people who I hang out with on Mumble who, all they do is play Dota, all they do is talk about Dota, and I'm just like, I can't get into this.
I
now.
remember when you were playing, I don't know, 6 months ago, maybe longer, you play Wind Ranger all the time.
I love Wind Ranger.
You should
That's
play her
one of
now.
my favorite because
She
I love
is-
heroes that have skill shots.
Sean,
Yeah.
she is
Skill shot.
so good right
Really?
now.
Because
she's
she used to
amazing.
be, like, pretty bad.
No, she's amazing right
She's pretty
now.
Yeah,
good
she's
Okay, cool.
She just got buffed. The range on her power shot is
It's like
stupid.
double what it
It's
used to be.
so dumb.
So I remember, like, I played Wind Ranger for a good couple of months, and then no one told me that the ability that shackles
Yeah.
units together could be cast on units behind your target, and it would still shackle them, and it changed everything. Because I remember,
You can
like,
shackle a creep and still get a hero.
yeah, like I remember always trying to land the most difficult shackles and being like, well, this is super hard. How does anyone ever do this
No.
reliably? And
You
it's
just gotta think
because
about it
there's
as
an
an
easier way to do
You
it.
got to think about it as an AOE. It
Yeah.
doesn't present it that way because it's targeted, but it is like a little bit of an AOE shackle.
Yeah, and so coming to that conclusion, I was like, my God, I've like ascended a level.
This
It's
changes
like,
everything, so I'm gonna stop playing altogether.
Exactly. Well, it's just that game is one of those games where you gotta really invest time and
Yep.
have a
Yeah.
crew of people who enjoy it because otherwise,
Hey,
it's not gonna
buddy.
be
He's
fun.
a crew.
So you
I'm
play.
gonna get you guys into Counter Strike.
You
Yeah,
tried,
I
and we
just got it.
James and
Let's do
I
that.
failed miserably.
do it.
I
It was
wanna
awful.
play.
We were so
that
bad.
was not your fault or James's fault
Yeah, we-
entirely. It was
we
like
queued into-
chat's fault.
Well, we also we had no chat. We queued into like your MMR.
Yeah, that was.
Which
I
is
dragged
bad.
them up to like badge level, and they were.
We were
not
not
having
ready.
a good time.
we were not ready. So you play a lot of Counter Strike. I want to know your resolution. Tell me your
so
Counter Strike
my
goals.
Counter Strike resolution is to. It's kind of twofold. It's either to stop playing with my friends and play with better players, or to not get angry at my friends for being bad.
Okay.
This is like one of these things where my friends, they play Counter-Strike casually, and I do too, but I'm really, really competitive.
Yeah.
And I've been playing Counter-Strike my whole life, so I am pretty decent at it. And there's nothing more frustrating than, like, I'm sitting looking at a particular angle, and then someone comes up behind me and shoots me, and I'm like, how did that guy get there?
Where's the
No one
support,
said
bro?
anything? Like,
Yeah.
were you not watching my back? Because you're there on my radar. Like, I thought you were watching it. And it's just like, I get angry at them for like looking at the ground or like over rotating or like.
I don't even know what that means. You can
there's-
never play with me.
Well, there's like there are very small. So there's usually two sites on each map, right? There's an A bomb site and a B bomb site, and you split up your counter terrorists to defend both bomb sites. Now, when the terrorists start pushing one site, you rotate players over to support.
Oh.
But teams will fake, right? They'll fake a rush, and then your counter terrorists will all rush over to one site to support it, and then like the bomb
Bomb
gets
carrier
planted
goes-
at
yeah.
the other one.
I would absolutely do that.
Yeah.
The part where you mess up, I would do that for.
Oh, I thought you meant
The
the fake out.
over-rotation, Yeah.
No, the mess
So
up.
that's my
I'm
resolution.
pretty
Get
good
less
about
angry.
sticking in one place. I think I'll be good at Counter Strike.
Yeah, for sure.
Good at
I mean,
camping.
a lot of.
Not camping, but strategically staying in one place.
Exactly. It's not camping. It's
No,
defending.
you actually have to stay
Patrolling,
there
as
and
it
defend.
were.
It's like search and destroy in Call of Duty. Like everyone just like, oh, let's go
I'm-
run. And it's
I'm a
like, no.
patroller.
Yeah,
for sure.
no,
Stop.
you're a savage.
That's you can't play Counter
And it
Strike
makes
like Call
Arthur
of Duty.
mad.
It's so infuriating.
So that's
Alright.
my resolution.
I like how there are many options for what you could do, and none of them were like help my friends get better.
Yeah.
That's the thing is like I'm not convinced my friends want to get better. Like
I know how that feels.
I will
Yeah.
I'll be like, yo, dude, this is what you should have done, and they're like, don't tell me how to play, and I'm like, okay, well,
All right,
if
you
you want to
suck.
keep losing, then that's cool by me. But
can
it's
do that
not,
in that
'cause I
other
am the one who
queue.
loses as a result.
Yeah.
But
Sometimes I'm that person though, so I understand. It's like just don't tell me to play. I know
Yeah.
what I'm doing.
well,
It's
that's I do the same thing. Like.
You get in weird headspaces when you're in a competitive game.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
totally.
Oh, yeah.
Especially in Counter-Strike where everything happens so moment to moment.
Yeah.
Like especially if you're the last person alive, all four of your teammates are watching you play.
Yeah.
And I hate like messing up a play and then having the rest of the team be like, well, you should have done this. And I was like, well, you should have done it, but you couldn't because you were dead.
Yeah.
Shut up.
That's my favorite thing is somebody's like, get back. I'm like, all right, I don't need
Yeah.
your advice from the grave.
Yeah,
Thanks.
exactly.
Like, back down.
Backseat gaming really drives me nuts.
Yeah. Like, you now have the time to soak all of this in because you literally aren't doing anything. You're contributing nothing. Thank you. Brian,
What's up?
did you tell me your resolution?
I did.
Did you?
It's in the article.
No, I mean here today with our friends.
No, I have not.
Please share.
Here's my resolution for 2015. As you may know, in Dota, I pretty much only play the hardest carries that are in the game.
What?
You'll go, hey, I'm going to play Spectre, and then they'll draft something, and you're like, I'm going to play Medusa
It's Medusa
instead.
time. Really switching it up. And the reason I do that is because nothing is really easier than just farming for a long time and getting strong and then fighting when you're an overwhelming force.
Yeah, you love being the AFK guy and then coming out of the woods going, ha ha,
What's
you're
up,
all
everyone?"
dead.
Yeah, that's true. But that's not really making me better. And it's also sort of limiting what my team can play.
Yep.
Because if I play Spectre, I pretty much need a tri-lane. I need 2 supports in my lane. And there we go. There's 3 of our 5 people in one lane already. And so not only am I kind of holding back from what my team can play, but I'm also not playing carries who can get aggressive in the mid game. Well, Spectre can, but anyway, yeah, there are carries who peak in the mid game and then slowly fall off, rather than just slowly keep going up. And I should try that more because that's going to make me play in different ways and lose in different ways, but see why I lost. And I'm not doing that right now.
Yeah, we've had the tri-lane for way too long.
Yeah, we've been doing a lot of that lately. I didn't even think about that, but
So much tri-lane.
well, I think the part of it is because like we play with a very set group of people a lot of the time. We have a reliable group of like 5 to 10 people we play with a lot, and what that means is we end up playing a lot with like me and Arthur wanting to support, and we inevitably go top lane to help you in the radiant or the dire jungle because we can like stack camps for you and we can harass people out of lane for you. But maybe it's time for someone to go into an off lane position. Or to just roam, which is my resolution. I want to start roaming. I want to start getting mid-game kills early on. I want to, I mean...
More solo mid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing people tell you, and this is like the big thing for me, is like people always tell you, first thing you learn when you play Dota is like, don't feed.
Yeah.
Like I want to die less. I want to start being aware of what I'm doing wrong, which 100% of the time is positioning. I'm always like way too close to a fight by the time it starts, or when it's happening, I'm like, oh, I'll get in there and help, guy. Oh, I'm dead.
Yep.
So...
I have 600 HP.
I just want to get better at knowing where I am and where I should be at a given point in time. I want to like if that means hanging back and not really contributing anything, and like except like popping a mechanism and walking away.
What's up,
like,
guys?
That's fine. Like I would rather not die than risk, trying to get a kill and dying and contributing nothing in the end.
Can I make a little what's it called? What are those things in
Addendum?
the Constitution? I mean that works too.
Sure,
I was
I
gonna say
don't know.
amendment, but let's do that.
Oh,
What if
footnote.
also, if I do want to play those hard carries, what if I build them in the ways that lets them get active earlier rather than just like AFK
Yeah,
farming?
yay. No
I think it
more
depends on the hero, right?
babysitting.
Like somebody
Sure.
something.
It's just like you'll
Spectre
see
can't-
PA and they'll be like, Battle Fury, bye, I'm in the jungle. Well,
Yeah.
no, she can actually do a bunch early.
she
if
can
you
get
build her
kills.
that
Yeah,
way.
for sure.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
you're the type of person that just farms all game and doesn't join team fights.
No,
until
that's
you're
not true.
big.
I do join team fights.
He joins
Okay.
team fights when we're like, Brian, help, and he hits R, and Spectre comes in and
Yeah, Spectre
kills
can-
everything.
Okay.
She can just appear next to any enemy whenever she wants.
I had a game last night where
So-
guy just refused to join team, like literally team fight right about dragon. We're about to try and take dragon. We're losing really badly, and the ADC's like, I need blue, and he leaves the team fight
I hate
in the
that
middle
so much.
No.
and goes and gets
Oh,
blue buff. And I'm like, what are you doing with your life? Like,
I need that 30 gold over there.
Yeah.
I'll be right there. No,
I
you
need the
won't.
buff while the team gets their 4th stack of dragon. I'm like,
Hang on,
you-
just let me go to the shop. No,
no, just
please help.
Stay.
drove me angry.
That's the
Drove
worst.
me angry. Drove me
Yeah,
insane.
I buy Boots of Travel, which lets you teleport to any creep on the map or any tower. I buy that earlier than most people because I don't want to just be in the jungle farming when stuff
Yeah.
goes down.
Mm-hmm.
I like you mentioned roaming. That's been really impactful for me lately in games. Like, hey, I'm like 1 or 2 kills ahead. I'm gonna go pop down in mid lane and just hopefully wreck that guy's life
Yep.
and then go back up. It's pretty good.
The problem for me is like I just never know, and we've talked about this probably way too long at this point. We should move on, but I never know whether it's worth it or not when I get there. Like I don't know if just harassing a mid laner out of lane is good enough, or if like I should stick around until we get the kill, or what the that trade off for me not being in lane or really accomplishing anything is hard for me to understand. So I just need to figure that out.
For me, what I do is I take a look at like the CS difference between the two mid laners.
I can't see the enemy CS. I can't even see Brian's CS.
Oh, okay.
I can
so
ask,
that's
but I
Dota.
can't see it.
Yeah, it's just for me. It's like even if you don't kill him, you're gonna starve him out of the. Well, you guys can deny kills, but you're gonna starve him out of the CS and the gold, which is impactful for the mid laner. If
You
you can
guys.
take advantage of it. You people. Yeah.
So that's our resolutions. We want to know yours. Let us know in the comments of IGN or youtube.com/IGN-arena, where you can subscribe to the series, as well as email us at arenapodcast@IGN.com. Let us know what you want to improve. I want to start reading more emails this year. That's my New Year's resolution for this show. Read some emails.
Hey.
So send us emails.
Yours.
arenapodcast@IGN.com. We're going to start reading a lot more of your letters. Those letters are going to drive a lot of the conversations.